We can't let Corey get in our way again. Ever.
Yeah. He'll be sorry soon enough. Believe me.
Cat?
Autumn? What's eating you?
Yo, what's up guys? It's Gamerverse back again here to do another review for you guys today, man. Today we are reviewing The Lost Records Bloomin' Rage Tape 2. I did do a review on Tape 1 on my channel, so you can go ahead and check that out if you didn't see that, or if you didn't play Part 1 or Tape 1 of Lost Records Bloomin' Rage, you can go ahead and check it out on my channel. I do have a review on that as well. So yeah, getting back into the intro, Tape 2 finally released. I think it released a while ago, maybe like a week ago, so I'm a little bit late on the video, but as the time of you are watching this probably in May the 2nd of 2025. So yeah, this is a review for Tape 2 Lost Records Bloomin' Rage. I'm basically gonna give you cover a bunch of topics, and then at the end of the video you'll decide if you do want to play the game, or if you did play the game, let me know in the comment section and what you enjoyed about it. I would like to hear from you. Yeah, and without further ado, let's get into the review. Let's talk about the story first. The story basically continues from the end of Tape 1. You got Kat and the big reveal of her actually being sick. She has cancer, so she's fighting cancer, and you play as Swan, right? You still play as Swan, and there's new revelations that come up in Tape 2. Tape 2 is basically the ending of the game. Spoiler alert, I thought there will be more. I thought we were going to get a Tape 3 or Tape 4 as well. But Tape 2 is basically the ending of the game. So if you didn't play Tape 1, you can now play Tape 2 and Tape 1 together. So yeah, you don't have to wait if you didn't play Tape 1. You can now play Tape 1 and 2 in the same breath. And that's basically the end of the game. So like I said, for the story, there's some new revelations that come up. You, Swan, Nora, Autumn, you actually feel bad about what happened and how everything went down. So you go back to Kat's place and you try and get her back, try and comfort her in this obviously very, very bad time in her life. And there's a lot of flashback scenes. And as you know in the story, basically you play as Kat, and you are sort of speaking with Nora and Autumn in the present. In the present, you are older, but as you play the game, you reminisce on the past, and the whole game is kind of like Swan reminiscing on what happened, Nora reminiscing on what happened, and Autumn as well. So you get together at a bar and you kind of discuss the whole events of what happened in Velvet Cove, yeah, the name of the place. And all of you guys grew up there, so you get back together and discuss what happened to Kat and what happened when you guys grew up in that area in 1995, I think. Yeah, so that's basically the whole story. It's like a flashback thing. The characters are in a bar, they're discussing what happened and how it went down. Flashback to present, transitions, like I said, and it actually works really well because there's a lot to be explored in the flashbacks, and there's also a lot to explore in the present transitions, like I said. A lot of emotional and thematic shifts in the game. From the first episode compared to the second episode, there's a lot of more plot twists in Tape 2, I would say. But in Tape 1, the reveal of Kat being sick and having cancer was like very, very much a plot twist and quite sad. And spoiler alert for Tape 1. So yeah, that's the story. I don't want to talk too much about Tape 2's story. As I said, it's the end of the game, and it's best that you experience it for yourself, make decisions for yourself, and see what ending you do get at the end of the game. So yeah, gameplay mechanics. Let's hop into our next topic. Let's talk about gameplay a little bit. Gameplay mechanics, similar gameplay mechanics compared to the first one. But now there's a little bit more of action involved in terms of like these mechanics where you're actually sneaking in Kat's front yard trying to avoid Corey, the guy that really hates Kat and hates her friends. The choices are definitely more impactful, so choices are still there. You've got to still make choices. The pacing is a little bit more interactive, slightly more, and there's a little bit more cinematic scenes in the game that's better than tape 1, I think, in some instances. But yeah, that's the gameplay mechanics, and you still have exploration, you still have collectibles that you can do, and of course you can still use Swan's camera to record particular things. And one thing that really stood out is at the end of the game, all of the videos that you actually took with Swan's camera gets placed into a reel at the end, and you get to see how good your videography skills was in the game. So how good you took videos gets showcased at the end of the game. So that's kind of unique because every player would have different videos that you took, and there's some stuff that you missed maybe. So yeah, that's actually a replayable factor in the gameplay. So I would say the game is very much replayable for different endings and different puzzles or different collectibles that you missed, and different videos that you maybe missed, or some things that you missed recording. So the replayable factor of this game is quite high. So I would suggest replaying the game again if you didn't get the best ending that you wanted and such. So yeah, next let's talk a little bit about the voice acting and the dialogue and the sound.
Fall.
Hello?
I'm fine. The abyss won't hurt me.
Swan, it's a giant, creepy hole in the ground. I love you, but I am so not going after you if you fall.
This place wigs me out. Are you sure Kat said to meet here?
Duh. She called me.
Quality of the performances is good. It's very decent compared to the first one. They really do sound like teens, and when they talk as adults, they do really sound like adults. And the delivery in key moments of the game, they did really well when it comes to the performance of the voice acting and the dialogue. So yeah, the sound is really well done. The music that they use in the game is more reminiscent of like punk type rock. So it's that kind of vibe mixed with the vibe of the game, because they are these teens basically rebelling and like growing up in a state where it's like they want to be rebellious, and the tone of the game kind of sets that well with the soundtrack that they use. Like I said, in the gameplay there's some parts that's different from tape 1, so you get to rebel a little bit more, and you use this is even the scene where you like use some spray cans and you go nuts, spray painting walls and things like that. That was really cool, and the soundtracks that they used for that was really well thought out and placed very well. So yeah, that's it for sound. Now let's talk verdict. Let's talk final thoughts on the game. Does tape 2 improve on tape 1? Definitely. Tape 2 actually improves a lot on tape 1 when it comes to some motive, and you get to see some more action in the game. You get to see a little bit more of what the game is about, and what powers that whatever's going on in that woods, which is, if you play tape 1, you know there's some big hole in the woods. There's this thing called the abyss that they named themselves, and that thing has some kind of special power that affected Kat and that affected the woods, and some strange things going on in that particular area of the woods. It's very much more hooking, and it hooks you a little bit more than tape 1, because there's some more things to be explored, right? And I was emotionally invested in the game, actually. Like, I played part 1, tape 1, but when I played tape 2, I was more invested because there were more things happening in it in tape 2. So yeah, so final verdict for the game. I do want to give a final score on the game. I would say the game is a solid 7 out of 10. Who's the game for? For people who love story games, of course, this is Don't Nod. And this is what they do. They make story games. They make story-driven, decision-based games where you have to make choices, explore, and uncover a story and write a story where you have to actually mold the story with your choices, so to say. But even if you don't like these type of story games, you might give this one a go. You might like it. Even if you don't play these story games, you might like this. And I actually did like it. And I just wish there was a little bit more content to it. Like I expected there to be a tape 3. But at the end of tape 2, I realized why it actually had to end where it ended. So yeah, solid 7 out of 10 for the Lost Records, Bloom Rage, tape 2, and basically the whole game in its own is a solid 7 out of 10. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching this video. I've been Gamerverse, and like I said, if you haven't seen my first review of tape 1, go ahead out on my channel. I've got some awesome more videos on my channel, one that you can check out. And if you like this video, please leave a like, hit subscribe on my channel. I'd appreciate that so much. I'm trying to get to 1k subscribers. I'm at 500, so I'm trying to get to 1k subscribers. Every subscription will be appreciated. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.